want to put on the back of the chair to determine how far you lean back.
Got it.
Like I want one because I sat in their chair just to try it out. I'm like, oh, this is so nice, but it's costly.
Also, the concept of money is made up and price isn't a real thing.
I know, sure. But to be real, like, I understand, like, the concept of money is a made-up thing. Sure. But I know that I make up so much of, like, these imaginary dollars an hour, and I want to spend the amount of hours that I made to make imaginary dollars to make a chair, but I don't want to do that because the chair is too many hours.
Yeah.
Completely mute afterwards because I rambled on about stupid shit that doesn't make sense. Good times. So we are streaming at current.
Woohoo!
Can you guys hear me okay?
Mm-hmm.
Did you hear me say the part about the Lich walks with your can? Is that a no?
Yeah, no, I remember the part about the Lich walking.
Yeah, that was the outro last time, right?
Yep, that's happening now. Yep.
You want us to roll for initiative? Or
She's walking in, so you can do what you like. I mean,
I think we should. Whoever is most charismatic should try to say something.
Oh, sure. There was a little halfling up to the front.
Everybody starts pushing the halfling.
Get up there.
What kind of scent? Do I get any kind of sense that something's off, or it's just a person walking up to us?
She's definitely not alive.
Oh, that's not good for me.
I am going to kind of at Matt's back shoulder, just so you know, like, in case she tries to attack him, I want to like push him out of the way or something.
As she kind of steps into the light, her kind of glowing blue eyes kind of like sort back to normal looking eyes, and you can kind of see like the hollow, like the sunken state of her eyes. There's like a dark ring about her irises, and she just looks very intimidating. She just has a very almost paralyzing stance as she kind of steps into the light and kind of looks to you all, and she speaks, and you all kind of understand her for her words. She speaks in common, and a very just her voice seems to kind of, it doesn't so much echo across the way, but you hear her clearly, like very clearly. And she says, "More adventurers seeking the lost city of Omu?" Question mark at the end.
No, we are searching for the lost city of the other one. That was sarcasm.
She nods. A good attempt at a joke to break the ice, but I assure you it's not necessary. If it is true that you seek the city of Omu, and you're attempting to destroy the Soulmonger, then I can help you.
How?
Why?
I was going to ask that question. What he said, the Vi one.
Because I have a favor to ask of you.
What sort of favor?
Well, I would ask that you bring me something back, something that I seek.
What exactly is it you are seeking?
Something in the city of Omu.
I figured it's that much, but I mean, specifically, could you give us some details on that?
Two things. One more important than the other. The first, most important thing, is simply a bit of cloth that you can find inside of the corpse of a creature.
What creature?
A dead thunder lizard.
Any
Okay.
dead thunder lizard or a particular one?
A particular one.
Go on.
And the second thing that I desire is you helping rid the defenses of the city of Omu.
I mean,
To
that
what
one we're
end?
probably going to have to do anyway.
To what end? So that, of course, we can destroy the Soulmonger.
Yeah, seriously, it's not that hard of a thing to think through. We need to destroy them anyway to get in there.
I just want to know what she's thinking. So when I'm looking at this picture, John, it looks like she has elven ears. Is that right?
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah, so what exactly is it that is your purpose in wanting to go into the city?
Well, I don't want to go to the city. I want you to go to the city.
I mean, I assume if you want the defenses down for something.
I seek to imprison the Soulmonger. That way, its unique magic can be studied while it's safely quarantined from the world. Destroying it should be seen as a last resort. If we can understand the magic, then perhaps we can diffuse it easily, or reverse its effects to grant everyone immortality.
And if I had any insight, I would insight this one right now.
Yeah. What's in it for her to keep the Soulmonger intact? I would want to know.
So we can research it.
Well, yes, but I mean, who is we? I mean, obviously you and...
So you and I can research it.
So the we is the royal we right here.
Correct. Everyone present. Except for him. And she points at Chad and kills his character.
That's okay. Can you give me 1 second? I go over, I go to his bag, I open it up, and I take his book out and burn it.
Fair enough.
I feel so much better now.
Me too.
Can you get us to Omu?
Of course.
What is Iku doing at this point?
She's kind of just looking around.
Actually, I was going to message
Does she seem upset, perturbed that we're talking to this creature?
Well, hold on a second, Andy. I was actually just going to message Iku
Okay.
and ask her opinion of the situation.
Okay.
So I would like to do that, John.
She kind of replies back, if she's going to send us away, then she's taking us away from the heart of Ubtao, which is my main goal. If you wish to go on to Omu, I will stay. And I hope that you find what you seek. If you need help and assistance getting back, she says aloud. Valindra kind of looks over at her confused. If you need our help or assistance getting back, meet me at the heart of Ubtao. Valindra kind of holds her eyes on Iku for a bit, and then kind of looks back to you all. If you promise me to get me the piece of cloth that I seek, and do your best to destroy the defenses of Omu, I will teleport you there now.
1 second. Can we just have a second to talk to each other?
Of course. I have nothing but time.
Okay. All right, let's do the circle thingy.
Right. Huddle. Liches are bad. I'm sure it doesn't want to.
Real quick. Do me a favor. Like you kind of have heard of Valindra's Shadow Mantle. You have an idea that she is kind of present on the island. This woman does appear to like just from the way she entered into the camp, kind of has a similar presence to her, but you're not 100% sure that she is her.
Right.
Okay.
You're pretty sure that this woman is not alive.
Right.
Whoever she may be. And I forgot who I told that it was. They knew of the Linder Shadow. I think it was. I think it was Chad.
I think it was Chad.
Yeah, it wasn't one my character. So I mean, basically a piece of cloth from a dead thunder lizard and doing something else that we already need to do. That doesn't sound horrible.
It doesn't, but small things can lead to big things.
Do you have any questions about any of the things that she's asking for? Or?
Well, yeah, I'd wanted to know why she wants the piece of cloth from a particular dead thunder lizard.
The piece of cloth belongs to someone who, if I really desired it as deeply as I do, I could just go and acquire it, I suppose. But I would rather it come to me as a gift. The piece of cloth you'll find is a purple remnant of a cloak that was worn by a adventurer. It really serves no purpose other than it will allow me the ability to kind of watch this individual from here on in.
Ah, so you want it for a scrying?
Correct.
Maybe ask who the cloth belongs to?
You can ask, but I will not answer.
Does it belong to Volo?
No.
Why would anyone want to keep track of that idiot?
It belongs to a mage that is not from this world. Who's entered this place and is suffering the demands of the curse.
So, 1 second. So,
everybody, if you want to roll just a straight intelligence check, you can.
Okay.
Hooray! I didn't do it. My intelligence modifier of 0.
Just you left there, Zach.
Oh my gosh, Grok got the
Grack got the best score. You go, Grack.
It's still not good enough. It's so basically you've been told about a purple cloak that would be in the mouth of a dinosaur somewhere in the city of Omu, and it belongs to an adventurer, presumably a mage, from what she's kind of said, who she wants to watch.
Okay, so hold on 1 second, creepy lady. Okay, so I'm not sure I trust her, but this might be the best way to get there quickly.
I agree.
Can I make an insight check to try and sense if she's hiding any nefarious information from us or intent?
Yeah.
Yay!
It's not very good. You're pretty sure she's the most honest person you've ever met in your life.
Wow, you just love it.
I don't believe her to be lying to us, but I am hesitant to work with someone of her current state.
I agree. Let's do it.
We might as well just give it a try. What's the worst that can happen? Besides, we all die.
Or even worse, or be turned undead.
Do you accept my terms?
We do.
I suppose.
Yeah.
Iku says, if you wish guidance back from to the north, meet me at the heart of Ubtao. And again, like her saying that, Valindra kind of looks to her, kind of focusing on her, and then looks back to you. Then gather around.
We thank Iku for her, for her guidance and her honor. She's stood by us.
Oh, finally I can get Grok back onto his normal diet.
All right. And you guys gather around this woman, this fair-haired woman, and she kind of, reaches out her hands You guys kind of gather your hands into a circle. Whoever's touching her hands, she has very cold hands. And she says some magic words, and poof, in a puff of purple, you all disappear and appear somewhere else.
Nice.
She immediately kind of just returns back to where she was. You see her just for a second and then vanish back to where she was. And an off kind of scene that you guys don't see in character, but just for the narrative. When Valindra returns to Iku, she looks at her and she says, "The heart of Uptau, that is where you are headed?" And Iku says, "Yes, I'm certain that you are the one that currently holds power over it." Valindra smiles, and in a blur of shadow flies straight at Iku and impales her with her hand.
No, not Iku.
Well, guys, don't worry.
Hilarious.
It'll be, her body will decompose. It'll be ecological.
Oh.
Can we have
Gain-
Chad back?
Gain inspiration, Matt, for that bullshit. All right, off the map of Chult and onto the map of Omu.
Nice.
Hold on a second.
Ooh, I love it. What is that tower?
On the northern portion of the city of Omu, which is set inside of kind of a veil or kind of just divot really in the earth. And you can see before you this great old city that seems to have kind of just grown inside of the, just rested inside of the earth for some time. Directly before you, your position, sorry, let me go ahead and put you on the map there. Alum Fei is the representative. You should see him up the top there. Yes?
Yes.
You are kind of set on this cliff, and you can see down into the city. You see a large amphitheater. It looks like near the ground, near the amphitheater, there's a large form that's kind of just laying there, deceased. And there seems to be just a lot of rocky kind of ledges beneath you. And what you can make out, it appears that there's actually a way to kind of walk steps, rocky steps, down to get to just behind this building here.
Would we know that that path is treacherous in any way? Would we want to be able to like tie some rope to let ourselves down, or would we know that it's just really easy and we can manage that problem?
It seems like it wouldn't be treacherous. I mean, it definitely would require some caution, but not so much tying rope to oneself and kind of trying to get to that point.
Hold on a second. Do we get a full rest in there anywhere?
No. Actually, it's still the middle of the night. You're still up on top of this. It's a bit cold. You could probably set a fire and set up a camp and go in the morning instead.
Yeah, I'm just thinking it might be best if we take a rest now before we go down in there.
Sight-wise, the moon is out and is high in the sky, and the stars are bright. You can see the city kind of glowing in the twilight, like just it's like it's really brightly lit, and the trees don't really. There's none in the city.
Is there any sense of activity in the city?
Not that you can see. Pretty much just wildlife activity.
So no firelight or anything like that?
No.
Okay.
Meanwhile, are you thinking that we can go down into one of the buildings?
No, I just wanted to know what to expect. Is this an abandoned city, or is it inhabited, or what?
Apologies. You would note that there's quite a bit of light coming from the south side of the city, but you think that's actually not like firelight. That seems to be like a natural, like lava light.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
It's so beautiful. Right.
Okay. So do we want to take a rest to regain spells and everything? Would that be helpful, Matt?
I mean, I think that would be helpful. We have me, who's basically out, the cleric who is out.
I have no rages.
Yeah, and then
So,
I
you
guess
guys are
Chad's
resting.
character.
Yeah. Don't ignore Chad's character.
Chad's
Okay.
character is dead.
Like, I don't know how to write him out, but he's written out. It's just the way we're gonna go from here.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't have time to futz with it. I'm not bringing up his character sheet. That said, you guys rest. You wake the next morning. You guys were just on your 8th day, I believe.
Something like that, yeah.
So it would be day 9. Not as terribly important. But yeah, you would see that there is a bit of movement kind of on this main strip, which is actually kind of like a raised wall or path. It looks like there are steps that lead up to it, but there seems to be activity kind of around it and near it, specifically around this section, the amphitheater. And what you're seeing is there appears to be a very large like form that looks like it might have kind of fallen in like off the cliff and behind the amphitheater area out that way. Whatever the activity in the forest around there, it seems to be kind of directed towards that.
Should we go and explore that?
Sounds like we're being called to do that. So let's make our way down.
Okay, again, it's the closest thing that you notice would be the amphitheater. If you kind of scan the city a bit more, you would notice that there's a lot of activity in this kind of walled region over here on the other side of this flooded path, or this flooded area. There appears to be a large temple over this way, and everybody make a perception check.
All right, guys, look at my -1 perception. Yes, I've got a 3, -1.
Grok.
Woo!
It's up to you, Tim.
Oh, I already rolled. I got an 8.
Oh, I see it.
I
Yep,
guess I could
okay.
use my inspiration for 19, but
If you want to.
Nah.
All right. Despite
It's
that,
just our lives.
I mean, this kind of looks like it kind of looks like the town over here by the flooded area. Looks like it's pretty, populated. Maybe there might be people there. Like you don't see any people moving around, but it just looks. It doesn't look like this. The portion, the walls, the buildings are as overrun with like trees and ferns and the like as everywhere else.
I don't know. I kind of want to check out the theater now. See if they have a good show.
Why don't we cautiously go down? Nice.
Not very good at cautious, but I shall give it my best effort.
Right.
If you want, I could scout a little bit ahead.
Okay. Looking down and kind of scouting ahead, make a perception check. You would see that just along the way, every 100 feet or so, there appears to be kind of like a landing area or whatever. There appears to be a stone statue kind of perched rather on the brink of the precipice. Like they appear to be vine-draped gargoyles perched on the cliff top, staring down at the ruined city. The faces are devilish, and their mouths are agape in a silent scream.
Oh, and Andy, don't you have advantage on all perception checks?
I do, actually. I think I do.
You do.
And so I definitely want to look carefully at using the eyes of the eagle at the amphitheater and see what's happening as well.
Sure. So it does appear that there's a bit of movement kind of on the flooded front. From what you can tell, there appears to be movement from creatures that seem to be kind of swimming about in that area and also holding like vigil. From what you can tell, the creatures that you're seeing appear to be snake men.
Oof. Okay. So I would want to report that back to the group and say, if we want to avoid that encounter, we might not want to go down this way, or we might want to try to sneak around. Or we can try to burn them all.
I like that last one.
You go ahead and you start us off.
If they are creatures of an unnatural type, it might be best to rid them from this plane.
I don't care what type they are, they all die the same. At my fiery burning hands of death.
Okay.
So, we're going to go and do the burny on the snaky men?
Okay. What do you think, Grak?
Grak said
I'm
he'll
sorry.
be right back.
I just got back, and I heard you
worries.
say, "What do you think, Grak?"
So I think Matt wants to go fight the creatures, snake creatures that seem to be in the amphitheater.
Real quick, yeah. So over in this place that seems to be kind of, an amphitheater. No, not the amphitheater. Sorry, this walled section over here. The amphitheater's over here.
Oh, okay.
So this walled section over here on the northern
Yeah, I mean,
kind of side.
part of our deal was to clear the defenses, and if these snake creatures seem like they might cause a problem, like, that's part of our jobs. Fucking do it. That's how Grak sees it.
Okay. Just everybody just determines what your course of action is. Of course, we're going down the steps. We need to work that out. So, let me know what you want to do.
I could. Do we want to try to gain advantage on them, or I have a longbow? I could attack from a distance, but then I'd alert them. Do I want to wait till you get closer and then attack from the distance?
Well, I mean, I think we can try to sneak into some sort of position, and then those who need to be close can run in, and those who need to be far away can shoot fireballs at them from far away.
Okay.
Or the little dinky thing with the bow.
So John, can you ping where the activity is?
Done.
I don't see it. I'm sorry. I'm just not seeing it.
Do you see it?
I'm not seeing it either.
No, me neither.
Nope.
Okay, here we go. Ready? I'm going to draw a line.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see that.
Oh, yeah.
So right here.
That's where the activity for the snake people is. This is where there's a big mound, and there seems to be activity present here-ish. And, and then so there's a big mound that you're not sure what it is. It might be a body or something. And then there's appears to be like some set of civilization kind of present here-ish. This appears to be some sort of temple, kind of like flooded temple. And there's a big like waterfall kind of pouring into the city proper. The light that you saw last night is present from here. It appears that it's kind of like a glowing like river of molten like metal or molten stone. But yeah, everything on the south side. It looks like the normal entrance to the city for regular folk would have been like down here-ish, but you don't care.
If the snake people are over here, do you want to travel to the east and then climb down this way?
That sounds good.
You would see that there's a path down here, kind of a path down like here-ish, maybe a path over by the river or by the waterfall.
Okay.
And there's really no paths that you can see that are kind of on the opposite side, like over this way.
Okay.
It would seem you have to kind of come down on this end.
I would like to vote for the one that is not near the water. I am not the biggest fan of the water. Does not mesh well with the whole thing I've got going here.
It's a little fire bit.
Yeah.
Weather is sunshiny and muggy.
Okay.
Well, then why don't you lead on, Matt, if you have a preference about how we're going.
All right, you said there was a path like right down.
Right at your feet, really. Yeah.
Yeah, let's just
Basically
go straight down there.
Right behind this building here.
Yeah.
Okay. So, as I mentioned, you guys do see the gargoyles. Those are, of course, present.
Yeah, I mean, I would like to go as quietly as possible.
Okay. So what I'll do is I'll have the group make a group stealth check.
Also, I have an advantage on this.
Beautiful.
Just need one from the road,
Nice
please.
job.
Okay. Despite the rather clumsy Siorsa, you guys are able to kind of keep him in check and help him down without alerting these gargoyles. There is a kind of a moment where they all kind of, the two of them start to try to move because of Siorsa kind of like stumbling and kind of creating a ruckus. But you guys managed to kind of get him into a rocky alcove or subset behind a rock. As these gargoyles kind of move about, start looking around, they do not find you. You know that these gargoyles are apparently sentries, and from what you can tell from their movement based on Siorsa's stumble, is that they all seem to work in unison, and there's probably about 8 of them that would be in operation for this descent. So if you were to kind of activate them, you would be kind of fighting a good number of them. But you don't, and you make it down to the bottom. And once there, you can kind of come to either side of this building and kind of follow it down. But this wall path that you see that kind of descends straight through, it's probably about 20 feet high. It certainly would give you a more clear path.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Sorry. One thing. Tim, turn disadvantage off for stealth because you're already rolling twice.
Yeah.
Oh. I got auto added because of my heavy armor.
No. Yeah, because you're rolling twice, just remember that you have disadvantage for stealth checks. Otherwise, it's rolling twice on both dice.
So you
Right,
had
yeah.
a 1 and then you had a 20.
A 1 and a 17, and a 20 and a 2.
Yeah. So.
But I mean, I still would have had the 1.
Oh yeah, you would have failed a lot. It just is 4 dice instead of 2 dice.
Yeah.
So. And it's giving you the 2 worst of 4 dice. Anywho, do you want to be on the east side or west side of this path? And do you intend on getting up onto the path or no? The wall.
Are we going to the snake people?
I mean, I was figuring that we were going to try to get around to there, but I was figuring I think it's best if we don't advertise our whereabouts by walking on a wall path.
So then to the east of it?
Yeah, I think that's best.
Yours is just following your leads because you guys are actually stealthy and.
Well, like I was saying, you have a bit of undergrowth here. It definitely looks like it's going to be harder to kind of traverse, and you don't know what you'll run afoul of. It's kind of high brush.
On the east side?
On both sides. The walking down the path, going up onto the wall and then walking it, would definitely increase your pace. But you definitely would be more open and visible.
Yeah, we don't want that.
Yeah, I'd rather go through the brush.
Let's take it easier and go through the brush, and we'll go on the east side. If we're trying to get to the snake people, we don't want to draw any attention from whatever's happening to the amphitheater area.
Right. Okay. So you guys are going to kind of go through this part here.
Yep.
Okay. 2 things. Thing number 1, roll me pick a representative for your group and roll a D100.
I nominate Tim.
All right,
Go, Tim.
I nominate Chad.
Then we automatically fail.
That's a big roll.
Fuck yeah, Tim.
I think
I
that's
knew
bad.
you were the right choice. That's how many
97.
people are about to attack us.
You are about to die. Salute you.
97. Okay.
97. You face Asterak the Lich.
We're going to go ahead and call this a ruins section.
John's pulling up the right map so that we can be in the right place when we die.
Sorry if I'm distracted. This squirrel thing is really bugging me. He's running all around the basement.
As you're kind of making your way through the buildings, it takes you about 5 minutes.
Why don't you try and catch it?
Quickest pace to kind of just move 200 feet. But as you're making your way, you notice that there's a large bush kind of nearby you, and you see this kind of grouping of creatures kind of appear out of the wall and kind of start inspecting you. You're not sure if they have eyes or not, which is strange. But you certainly kind of have this weird feeling that you're being watched by this group of creatures.
Can you describe them?
They appear to be plant-like, kind of a nasty greenish color, very viney at the tops of their heads, or the appendage that you would relate to the head. They kind of have like a weird, strange dark green growth, and they appear to be kind of holding wooden spears.
Vegapygmy. That is awesome. Yeah, stay back. I think that you would do well with them, Illume.
Well, I was going to ask, do you think one of them is named George W?
What?
And then I cast Fireball!
Are you really casting Fireball?
Yes.
Wait, you're really casting Fireball?
Yes.
Okay. Wow.
You said I might do better with them, and so I'm going to cast Fireball.
Okay.
So
It's
my
one of those matches.
stealth thing.
This is going to disrupt our stealth, right?
Roll a d4.
Roll a d4.
Uh-huh.
4.
Devano falls back.
You see 4 of them kind of appear, and they seem to have like a larger creature with them, like the dog-looking creature in that picture, which is just a larger Vegapygmy. But anyways, the second the fire hits them, you see them all kind of burst into crisps and kind of fall out of the wall and hit the ground as like charcoaled like wood that's been pretty much burned like hard solid, and they are dead. They are.
Do
all
they make
dead.
a sound?
No. Besides the sound of what sounds like steam releasing out of their bodies.
Okay, so that might have been some overkill, but I still think it was necessary.
Okay.
Necessary? Is it necessary to drink my own urine? Nope, but it's sterile and I like the taste.
Fair. Okay.
Also, after that, I'm going to cast Mage Armor on myself.
All right. As you guys continue, you would come to kind of this point here because you plan on getting over to the flooded area. This building here. Yeah, that building there. You see that it appears to be some sort of shrine. You can see that there are carvings of monkeys hanging by their tails, decorating 2 cracked obelisks that stand before a shrine enclosed by broken walls. Past the obelisks is a courtyard filled with horsetails and arum lilies. 5 archways open into a darkness at the base of the ruin. Mounted above the central arch is a stone plaque bearing a cuneiform inscription.
Can anyone read what that plaque says from here?
Is it your intent to move past the shrine or investigate it?
I believe we should investigate and pay honor as needed.
But what does the plaque say? Does it say, like, don't come in here, it will kill you instantly? Or something? Like, anyone reads the plaque? Person with the goggles, can you read the plaque?
Sure, I'll look at the plaque. What do I see?
You
say it's cuneiform, right?
Yeah, cuneiform, right. Is it really pronounced cuneiform?
I thought so, but I could be wrong.
You're the English teacher. I'm gonna go
It is true. It is true.
Cuneiform. So yeah, it doesn't seem like it's a language that you recognize. It's probably like old Omu.
I mean, we could check it out, I suppose. Grok, put me on your back.
Grok lifts him with one hand as if he's nothing.
Of course he does.
Drops him into his backpack.
Yeah, no problem. All right, let me see
I'm
if
good
I
to
can
go.
find. Hold on.
Watch, those pygmy things I killed were the one thing that was going to help us in this entire campaign.
Huh.
EQ helped us.
The second thing that was going to help us in this entire campaign.
Fair. That's weird. That's super weird. So they have like a doodle of the battle map like in the oh, 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 I get it. That's pretty cool. I like what you did there. That's pretty cool. All right, hold on a second. I figured it out.
I was
Haha.
gonna say, it feels like you're not talking to us.
Sorry, I figured it out.
He's talking to whoever made this and saying, "Good job, you guys," even though you're never going to listen to this.
Right. I was trying to figure out, like, so there's a shrine, and you guys are coming up to it, and I was like, well, where's the shrine's battle map? And then there's this one certain page called the 9 Shrines, and I'm like, oh, okay.
Probably one of those.
And sure enough, it is indeed. All right, so I'm gonna move you to
That's
the
nice.
battle map.
I think that means there's battle.
It's okay. I still have one more use of fireball.
Perhaps
It's kind of to the right middle. So, kind of investigating the shrine, you can see that there are indeed a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 entrances in. The 2 on the left and the 2 on the right are kind of blocked off by portcullis, but you're pretty sure the halfling could get through no problem. And then the central path seems to lead into the shrine itself.
Oh my god. Sorry, keep going.
Portcullises are actually raised, into the lintels above the 4 of the 5 entrances. Yeah. They're raised at current.
shall we proceed?
So, upon entering 2, you would notice that there are the 2 cracked obelisks kind of to the sides there. And of course, I've kind of put you. I've put you to the sides there. I didn't mean to. Are you moving up in?
So the portcullis is something that can drop, and
It definitely looks like there are portcullises on the 2 left and the 2 right doors, not the middle one.
not the
It looks like they can drop.
Devano, would you be so kind as to check for any malice afoot here?
Sure. So one more time, there are portculli. You said here and here.
They're raised.
And they're raised,
Yeah.
but there's nothing at all in the center one.
Correct.
Okay. Okay.
And then the 2 obelisks, and of course the walls around the shrine.
Right.
Okay, so as you pass between the 2 obelisks, you start to hear the sound of shrieking monkeys, just a cacophony in your head.
That's not good.
As you kind of pass through, you kind of like look around, and the shrieks kind of stop after you kind of pass through them. You get up to the front there.
Okay. So I'm going to see if there's any sign of traps or anything and work my way forward.
Okay. Yep. Sure. Go ahead and make an investigation check. That's fine. And is anybody following along?
That's a really bad check.
Do you want to sneak, buddy? Because I can sneak with
If
you.
you can help that, if you could use the help
Yeah.
action, that would be super awesome.
Yeah.
It wouldn't help me this time, but yeah.
I'll go with him, and we can sneak in.
Beautiful.
Yes, the 3 of us are sneaking in.
I love how you showed your work and proved it. Like, I believed you. I believed you. You're the English teacher, damn it.
Also, Zach, did you see the video I just stuck in Discord?
Everyone who
No.
passes through the obelisk, by the way, you start to hear the shrieking monkeys. And as you kind of enter into the shrine, it starts to dissipate. You see ahead of you a 10-foot tall stone statue of an evil-looking monkey bouncing on its tail atop a stone dais in the middle of this 20-foot high chamber up ahead. The statue's limbs are splayed, with hands and feet cut. On the wall behind, a sculpted relief shows a monkey-like creature tearing into a giant serpent. cuneiform inscriptions are carved above the and below the relief. 4 masks of painted stone protrude from the walls. They depict the heads of a lion, a zebra, a boar, and a vulture.
So I like the fact that they're tearing into the snakes because we're about to fight snakes. Maybe that's a good sign. You said a lion, something, a boar, and a vulture?
Okay.
What was the second one?
See chat.
Thank you. Zebra.
Oh, zebra.
And the zebra.
Voltore?
Vulture.
So I would want to sort of just inspect the statue to make sure it doesn't seem like it's trapped in any way.
Sure. Not really much. I can give you there. Not much I can give you there now.
Let's go in a little bit further.
Yeah. Okay. So then we're going to keep going, and Grack is going to follow close behind.
Okay. So just again, noting some important features here. The monkey in the middle has its hands kind of cupped and its feet cupped. The back wall, the monkey-like creature is staring apart a giant serpent, and then you have the 4 massive painted stone protruding from the walls. Lion, zebra, boar, and vulture.
Right. I'm sensing a puzzle coming.
Of course.
I hope it can be solved by fire.
Shh. So in the center of the room with the star, this is the statue?
Yes.
Okay,
Correct.
got it.
Should I come up or stay where I am?
Yep, feel free to
Bitch,
come.
you stay outside.
Okay, so I'm going to carefully approach the statue.
I'm waving you forward.
Yeah, no, you're fine.
And
What is this racket of monkeys I hear? Where is it coming from?
Just in the place.
Okay.
okay, so I'll walk around to the carving on the wall,
Okay.
the relief, I guess. Are there any obvious places where you could insert something, push something in? Looking
the
at
only
it.
kind of orifice that you're really sensing in this whole place appears to be the cupped hands of the monkey statue.
I wonder if there's something in the other doorways.
Motion to Grack. What do you think of those hands, Grack? Do you wanna give that a try, or?
Yeah, I'll give it a try.
Okay. What would you like to try with them?
So there are 2 cupped hands, yes?
2 cupped hands and 2 cupped feet. Correct.
As I said, there are 4 other doorways out there.
So you don't think it's wise to mess around with the statue?
I don't think that it's a problem messing around with the statue. I'm just saying there are 4 cupped hands and there are 4 doorways. I'm wondering if the 4 doorways, each one contains something to put in the hand or the foot. Just a thought. We can try with the hands first.
Okay.
Right. The hands could also open each of the doorways.
Right.
If we turn them the right way or something.
Okay. Well, it doesn't look like the statue is very mobile. It doesn't look like you're going to be able to turn it or anything.
Well, if you put your hands into the impressions.
Oh, sure. But that doesn't really do anything. It seems like as you're kind of inspecting the cupped hands, it looks like they're kind of bowl-like. You might be able to put something in them or fill them with something.
Okay, so probably somewhere else in this structure.
Should we check the portcullis?
And you would also kind of note as you're inspecting the statue that it appears to be old Oman writing on the base as well. The cuneiform kind of writing present as well.
Anybody read that?
I'm sorry, I don't read triangles.
It is not a language that is common to me.
Anybody able to tell whether anything's magical in this room?
No, that was the job of the other guy. You know, the one that's dead now.
I can detect magic.
Oh,
What the fuck did we have him on our team for?
well, let's detect the magic then.
Since I didn't actually prepare it, but I have it as a Furbolg, I will use it to my Furbolg ability to.
Statue glows.
Mm-hmm.
The statue
It
is
seems to be
glowing.
glowing with an aura of conjuration magic. It would seem that every single one of the hands is kind of like a focal point for this conjuration magic.
I let them know that.
Huh.
If we can figure out what to do with the hands, maybe we should just go down one of the passageways.
Make a perception check there, Devana. Because you said you looked at the mural.
Yeah, okay.
So the mural, it appears to be that this creature, this monkey guy, is fighting another creature, kind of a more snake-like creature.
Mm-hmm.
And from what you can see, it's kind of like grasping it with one hand, its left hand, and kind of attacking it with its feet and its other hand.
So I'm getting the sense that one of us should put our hands and feet into the impressions and see if it doesn't kill us or do something.
Nothing happens if you just kind of put your hands into the impressions.
Just put your feet as well?
Yeah, nothing really happens. You can't put your hands and feet into all of it. It's a pretty big statue.
Mm-hmm. So we would need some help to do, each of us would need to do that separately?
No. What I'm saying is like the thing you were saying couldn't work, and you're pretty sure the thing that you're saying isn't the thing that's going to work.
Okay.
You're pretty sure that something needs to go into them. Maybe not people, but the statue does look like it's probably easily climbed. You can definitely get to the top of it, no problem.
Well, let me do that then.
Okay.
I'll parkour up there.
I would hate to think that it might
You're on top of
require
it.
blood if it is attacking the snake creature.
What if it
there
is
was
snake
things.
creature blood?
Oh, one last thing. You did also inspect the mask. I forgot to mention that. But you would notice that the stone masks on these walls, their eyes are open holes, allowing one to peer into the adjoining corridors. You can look through them and see into them. Extensions of the walls can't be moved. These walls couldn't be removed, but you might be able to break them down. You think maybe, but probably not the best plan. You're not sure.
So there's a mask on each one of the doorways so you can peek into the hallway where the door... That sounds ominous.
Do you want to look through any of them? Or so
I don't know if I want to do that.
I'll look through one of them.
I look through this one that I'm picking right now.
If Brock will turn around, I'll look through this one.
So,
Gladly.
Siorsa, as you look through it, you would also kind of note that above the mask, there's more inscription in a moment. Through the mask, you see a blue light falling onto the right foot of the statue. It basically looks like there's a light kind of... Oh, wait, hold on. Sorry. Scratch that. You see it exit out to the outside. You're pretty sure that if you were to stand on the other side, you'd be looking at the statue in a different light.
Okay. I'll let them know that that we should be able to approach this from one of the portcullis entrances, and it would give us a look at the statue.
Huh. Should we all be going down separate ones?
That might be a good idea for the sake of expediency.
So split the party all the way?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
I think that's a
That could happen.
really bad idea.
As I said,
I'm
but the best that could happen. I
so
burn everything down. Let's do this.
Once again,
Grok!
Andy's like, let's go the safe path. Everybody
Grok,
else is like,
throw me, Grok.
Fuck that. I'm climbing to the top of the statue, like I said, and seeing what I can see up there.
go ahead and make me another perception check.
Sure.
Okay. You're pretty sure, that they might be able to see something differently from those holes if they were to go into them. So everybody kind of walk down your hallway to the end of it.
So I'm sorry. When looking down from above, I see that something different should have what?
You'll see that the masks will definitely give them a different vantage point on the statue. You would also kind of notice that every single one might have some tell to it, but you want to be you don't know which one's the true one, and you definitely would want to be able to know which one would be the true one.
Okay.
Rock, you go ahead and move down that passageway.
Woo.
And you start looking through the hole.
Yep.
And you see that there's an inscription above your head as well, but it's in the cuneiform writing. But through the mask, you see a ray of blue light falling onto the left foot of the statue.
Left.
Devano is sitting on top of.
So, which mask is he looking in?
So he would be looking through the boar mask.
Okay, I'm just writing all this down.
All right.
Left foot boar mask. Okay.
Okay. And then Tim, go ahead and move up to your pass.
Which mask is that?
This would be the zebra. And there's some inscription, of course. And through the mask, you can see that there is a ray of blue light falling on the right foot of the statue.
Right foot. Okay.
All right. Sorry, Devona, with your perception check, you would actually notice that kind of sitting at the base of the shrine, and in the wall on the back way there are two parchments kind of sitting inside, loosely kind of sitting inside a scroll case.
So over here to the north?
Yes.
Okay. All right. That sounds interesting. I'd want to. Yeah, if it doesn't seem like it's trapped, I'd want to take them.
All right, you head over there and you take a gander at them. They're not trapped. It looks like there's some weird writing on it, but it doesn't look like it's this cuneiform writing.
Okay.
Right.
I've never, even if I couldn't read it, I've never seen such writing before.
Do you have Arcana trained as a skill?
I do not.
Then no.
Okay. So I'm going to hold on to this and we'll worry about it later.
Sure. And Matt Allume kind of moves up to his spot.
What mask?
And this is the vulture.
Give me a second. I need to just jump up there a little. Okay. I've got it.
Yeah, you're able to kind of get yourself up there and hold yourself up. And through this one, you would see that there's a ray of blue light falling onto the left hand of the statue.
And which mask?
Vulture.
That's appropriate.
So then that leaves the last one is the boar mask. I don't even need to do it.
No, the lion, rather.
And the lion.
Yeah, I would go to that one just to check it.
Well,
on the right hand.
And that's on the right hand.
Lion is right hand. Boar is left foot. Zebra is right foot. Vulture is left hand.
Okay.
All right. I leave you to your nonsense.
Actually, we just lit this sucker on fire. I'm kidding.
Do the masks seem detachable?
No.
So,
You can break the stone walls, but other than that, no.
So none of us can understand this, and the one person that might have a shot is dead.
So Is Illume back in the statue room with Devano?
It seems that the only person that's not is that guy.
Grok.
Oh, no,
So
he is.
I would take out the scroll case and show it to Illume and say, "Can you make anything of this?"
No, and you'd probably better not have me touch it just in case.
Well, I'm not going to let you touch it because you'll light it on fire like everything else. But
Hey, I can't control that only.
I'm not judging. But it seems, can you read this?
No.
No.
Sorry, my area of expertise was never reading things.
Okay.
It's kind of hard to read something when you can't hold it.
Siorsa, you kind of look to what he's kind of looking at or showing Illum, and you would actually kind of recognize the writing.
Oh.
Come
over, friend.
It appears that it's kind of an elvish writing.
It appears to be written in a form of Elvish.
I speak and write Elvish. I'm an elf.
But it's definitely more of a like it's kind of coded. Like you recognize the alphabet as Raelic, but it appears that it's kind of like a coded message. Siorsa kind of looks it over and actually recognizes it as a kind of a religious kind of text or scroll.
It reminds me of similar things I might have seen when studying at the Temple of Maliki. But I have no clue as to what, because I was never that good of a student.
Go ahead and make me a religion check.
Alright.
You're pretty sure that if you wanted to kind of ferret out what the purposes of these items are, it would probably take you a good 10, 15 minutes.
If I had but a quarter of an hour, I might be able to determine what these scrolls do.
I sit down and wait.
I'm going to find some twigs to burn.
All right, you go outside and start burning twigs. Siorsa, you kind of start working, at it. As you're kind of sitting outside, kind of lighting stuff on fire, go ahead and make me a perception check.
Guys, don't worry. I've got -1 to this. Oh,
that was lovely.
Good roll. Darn it.
Darn it.
So, if you recall, you were kind of set at that shrine, and in between two places where there were steps up into the high points. What you're kind of looking at now, as you kind of look over and just are inspecting the area, up on the high wall to the east, there appears to be a pack of kobolds that are kind of looking around the area and kind of just perusing the grounds. What do you want to do once you see them? They don't appear to see you.
How far away are they?
You're only catching their silhouette. They're about 170, 150 feet away from you.
And how many of them are there?
5.
About 5 of them.
Your perception was good enough that you assume that they're basically trying to find out or investigate.
Yeah, I'm going to just try to hide and keep an eye on them for right now.
All right, go ahead and make a stealth check for me.
With advantage, because boot.
Yes.
Doesn't matter though. Both the same.
Okay. Double 20. All right. Cool. You're good. All right. 15 minutes pass. You guys are not attacked by kobolds. And you figure it out. They appear to be scrolls of divine magic. The first one is a scroll of detect magic. The second one is a scroll of comprehend languages.
Oh, we want that.
I relate my findings to the group.
Well, if you could use this scroll to help us understand the writing, that would be great.
Yes, I would gladly.
And I go ahead and use the comprehend languages scroll and
start to try and learn the cuneiform writing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I go to each of the different areas where we saw cuneiform and try to read all the inscriptions.
All right, so get ready for some note taking. The central arch reads, "Better to be Wongo's friend than his enemy from when you first entered in. So that was above the central arch. The writing on the here we go. The writing over the mural, the statue's, or rather at the statue's base, says Wango's friend knows where to pour the water. And
Awesome.
let's see. If you go to the lion mask, above it reads, I ate one of the boar's friends. The boar says, the vulture is lucky to be alive.
Wait.
Sorry. Lion said, I ate one of the boar's friends.
The boar said, vulture's lucky to be alive.
Uh-huh. Zebra says, my only friend starved to death.
Okay.
And the vulture says, one of the others has no friends.
Okay.
Okay. So real quick, as you guys are basically investigating and finally kind of coming to it, I need Grok, Alum, and Siorsa to roll Constitution saving throws.
I'm going to burn my advantage on that one, or my inspiration on that one.
Okay.
Hmm.
Siorsa,
Maybe.
give inspiration?
Yeah, we'll burn it.
Okay. Well, because you guys are wasting your inspiration, nothing happens. But you feel a strange sensation come over you that seems to be kind of a curse that's kind of bestowed upon you that kind of just floats away. You don't know where it came from.
I feel that we may have angered something, though I've resisted its urges.
Hey guys,
Something
there are a bunch of
tried to
kobolds.
affect us.
So I typed in all of the things that we were just told.
Wait, what did the one above the lion say?
There's none of there's the lion, and then is a couple up, and then the other three are together.
Yeah, I ate one of the boar's friends. It's up above Alum's saving throw.
Oh, okay.
Puzzle.
Grok, you looked through 2 masks, didn't you?
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll another Constitution saving throw for me later. You're good.
Woo!
Nice.
0 fun.
0 fun for the DM.
Fair enough. All right.
0 fun, sir.
So the vulture says that one of the others has no friends. So the vulture has friends, but one of the others doesn't. And the lion says, I ate one of the boar's friends. So the boar has friends. So the boar can't be one of the. Okay.
And the zebra said his only friend starved.
Right. So the zebra has friends.
So that means the monkey doesn't have any friends.
Oh, shut up, Matt. Help us out here.
Which means we don't pour any water.
Well, I mean,
Did you try C? The answer is always C on multiple choice questions.
it's not always C, it's just most commonly C.
We have L, B, Z, and B. We don't have a C.
I mean,
Damn it.
boar, the vulture's lucky to be alive. One of the others has no friend, only friend starved. I ate one of the boar's friends.
Roll an intelligence check real quick, because I think you were on a point, but I think you just walked past it.
What, me?
Yeah. The vulture is lucky to be alive.
Yeah, no, that one stood out to me.
No. think of it as the boar were speaking. Why would he say that?
Well, I would imagine because the lion tried to eat him.
Or he's the zebra's friend and he almost starved and he starved, but he didn't die.
So who doesn't have any friends?
The lion.
Okay.
I think it's the lion. The zebra has a friend, the boar has a friend, and the vulture has a friend.
All right.
I know that.
So the vulture says that one of them has no friends, and you're assuming that the one that has no friends is the lion.
That's what I'm assuming.
If the lion has no friends, then he can't be the friends with the monkey, right?
Right.
Okay. So who isn't it? It's not the lion, right?
Right.
Okay.
So it has to boar's monkey's friend because zebra and vulture are friends, but they're not monkey's friend. So boar's
But why not?
monkey's friend.
How are you coming to that they're not monkey's friend?
I don't know because they're friends with one another.
That doesn't.
And you can't
That
have.
does not follow.
Come on, everybody knows you get one.
Let's focus though. Okay, so the boar is saying that the vulture is lucky to be alive. The zebra is saying that his only friend starved to death. So the zebra's friend is dead. Right? And then the vulture is saying that one of the others has no friends, which we have already determined that the vulture is talking about the lion.
So the zebra was friends with the monkey.
No, I don't think so. What did the outside door say again? It just said
The outside door said nope. That's the thing on the floor. A character who searches the statue's base. Sorry. The inscription on the outer said, "Better to be Wongo's friend than his enemy."
okay.
And then on the base of the statue, it said, "Wongo's friend knows where to pour the water."
Okay. So we're assuming that it's not the lion. The boar is saying the vulture's lucky to be alive. Vulture, one of the others has no only friend starved. So the zebra's friend starved. So we can assume that the zebra's not friends with the monkey. I would say. So let's
Because its only friend starved, right?
Right. So exclude the zebra and the lion from it right now. So it's down to the vulture and the well. Wait a second, though. So if we're assuming that it's down to the boar and the vulture. So the vulture is lucky to be alive, and the vulture says one of the others has no friend.
What does the lion say?
Yeah, the lion says, "I ate
one
one
of the
of
boar's
the
friends.
friends."
But one of, not his only friend.
Oh, right.
Maybe boar has multiple friends and one of them is monkey.
No, but we've already established you can only have one friend, Tim.
But the zebra. Okay, real quick.
Yeah,
The lion has no friends.
Right.
The zebra's only friend died, starved to death.
And I think that's the monkey.
I don't think
right.
There's nothing telling you that, but the vulture is saying that one of the others has no friends, right? Okay, so we determine that's a lion.
Right.
But the boar is saying that the vulture is lucky to be alive. So those are the things that they're read there. I'm just reading them again so you guys can think about it somewhere.
I'm partially inclined to think that it's the vulture, but I'm not 100% sure.
Because potentially the boar is saying the vulture is lucky to be alive because maybe the monkey saved the vulture from the boar.
Or from
Or the lion.
From something. Yeah.
I don't fucking know, dude. Just
Rips it. But who? So who do you think the lion ate?
Is there a reason why the lion didn't eat the monkey?
Because the monkey appears to be the statue in the center.
Right. It's got to be one of the other ones.
There's nothing to tell you that the monkey's dead, so there's no reason to believe the
Right.
monkey's dead.
There's nothing to tell us that the monkey's alive. It's a statue.
Yeah, but you can't prove a negative.
You can't prove anything with no facts.
You can't prove anything without a statue.
Well, we know
it's
that
just a statue. We have nothing to base any of these assumptions on. Like
we know that the vulture's
saying-
alive because the vulture.
Right. So
How do we know that
one
any
of
of
the-
them
hold
are
on.
alive?
The vulture, the zebra's only friend starved. So the zebra can't be friends with the vulture because the vulture's alive.
Right, but
Right.
he could be friends with the boar.
Or the lion,
Hold on.
or the monkey, rather, because there's
the
no
zebra-
reason why he can't be friends with the boar or the monkey. We don't know which one of those two is alive
quick.
or dead.
Real quick, the zebra's inscription
Right.
specifically states its only friend, one friend, starved to death. So the zebra has one friend, and that friend is dead.
Right. And that friend can't be
But-
the vulture because the vulture's still alive.
We
Right.
only know the only one that's still alive is the vulture. We don't know the status of life of death or the other four animals.
Well, I don't know. I assume the monkey's alive, and that the lion's alive, seeing as it ate one of the boar's friends. The boar, I will admit, is in question.
The lion might be alive, but he's a friendless prick.
Right.
Right.
He's like John Cleese.
Right, he's John. Fuck you, John Cleese is awesome. John Cleese, if you ever watch this, I love you. I just want you to.
I'm just making a joke. I love John Cleese too.
John Cleese is never gonna watch this. Whatever, go.
John Cleese is just on the internet right now.
Can you
Thinking,
imagine if he
what a
does?
bunch of assholes!
He's like, I just want to give a shout out to Matt. You're a fucker.
Okay. So the lion is not the one that starved because the lion ate one of the boar's friends. The boar has got to be the one that starved
Why?
because the vulture is still alive
And the zebra's only friend starved.
and
But
the zebra's.
how do we know the monkey lived?
I'm still putting my vote that it's the vulture.
Right. It just if it's
I think the
you're
zebra-
all saying that because you feel that way, not because you've logically stated.
I'm
that
working on it.
There's a reason for it. I want to point out that the logic
What-
hasn't been.
What's the boar's specific thing again?
The vulture is lucky to be alive.
The vulture's lucky to be alive. What's to say that that's necessarily the boar saying that he doesn't like the vulture?
As to say that the boar is dead and the vulture's lucky he's alive.
Right. One of the others has no friends. The zebra had a friend, but it starved. The lion ate one of the boar's friends. So it makes it sound like the boar might be alive.
And it also doesn't say starved to death, so
No,
perhaps
no,
the
no,
vulture
no,
is
no.
lucky to be alive.
No,
I'm
just
pointing
sitting there
out the
thinking,
flaw
hey.
with the puzzle, not with how we're discussing it.
John's just sitting there thinking,
It's a
hey,
fun puzzle.
they don't know that the lion's the correct one. Those fools.
So I'm gonna go for my normal puzzle mentality. If you have something you're going to do regarding the puzzle that's actually like an action, I just need you to type /e post it.
slash what?
/W or /E, right?
EM.
/em, like emote.
Right, and then what?
Jesus Christ, cat.
Type the thing that you do.
And only his friend can show you the correct one to douse.
Right.
Only the monkey's friend.
Right, that's what I meant by him.
Yeah.
I mean, my vote is the boar is the monkey's friend, but only because that's the way it feels is right. Not because the puzzle tells me that's the one that's right.
Because I want to be.
Where's the logic, Zach?
I'm letting you know there is none. It's a flaw.
I know.
Unless I'm missing something, which I clearly am, man. I'm high as shit.
Friday.
Yeah,
Fried.
Got to get down on Friday.
dude, I got a free pizza from work today. It was awesome.
I'm a bit jealous.
Wongo's friend knows
Right.
where to pour the water.
And when you look through the eyes of all of the animals, it showed you one of the options,
Right.
either the hands or the feet.
Right, and I wrote those down before.
As I said, I still think it's either the boar or the vulture. I guess Andy's the deciding vote since Zach's going for boar and I'm going for vulture. Well, Zach, Andy, and Tim, but Tim's at the bathroom right now.
Yeah, he's hitting that thing hard, apparently.
Yeah. Yeah, where did he go?
I think he fell in.
Should we call someone?
He'll be
phone a
fine.
friend?
There's like
Oh,
5
okay.
other people that live at his house with him. He'll be fine.
Maybe there's a line at the bathroom. Wait.
Okay. Do I have water on me?
Yeah, water skin.
Which one? Pointing to which one?
Okay, hold on. Which one do you want to pour it into?
Well, I'm going to just pour it into the vulture's one.
So that would be the left hand.
Okay. Just so that we get something done. We'll either die heroes
All right.
Fuck yeah!
Fuck yeah.
You hear
Woo,
a
the vulture!
snarling, disembodied voice say, "Take the prize and curse your friends, or fight my children to claim it. What is your choice?"
Can you repeat the question?
Take the prize and curse your friends, or fight my children to claim it. What is your choice?
Oh, let's fight. I like the fighting.
We don't want to curse our friends.
I just want to fight.
Okay.
Who's the cursing thing?
All right. So
Bring it, monkey bitch.
you see a cube appear on top of the statue's head. If no character takes the cube immediately. Right. Okay. Go ahead. So yeah, a cube appears on top of the thing's head.
Okay, where are his friends?
It's on top of the statue.
Right, but it said, take it and curse your friends or fight my...
Children to claim it. So yeah,
Right. I'm wondering where his children are right now.
me too. But what are you doing? What is anybody else doing?
So is this another puzzle? If one of us takes it, do we need to fight the others? I don't understand.
I don't get it. No,
Do you want me to just grab the cube?
Well, it said, take the item and curse your friends or fight my children to claim it.
Yeah.
I mean, I think if you take it right now, you curse us.
I don't want to do that.
I want to take it.
You rush up the statue and grab it.
If no one else goes to get it, I'm gonna go get it. Like,
All right, that's
I
fine.
thought we were here to get it. Like, let's get the thing. I
Right.
don't quite understand what's happening. I'm not smart enough to pick up.
I love
The
crap.
second you grab it, you guys feel that cursed feeling that I mentioned before, and it kind of just is overridden because you'd already rolled the con saves for it. Nothing changes. Yeah, you have this strange cube.
Great.
I'll show you a picture of it.
It's an infinity stone. No, I'm kidding. It's just a tesseract.
Right. Wait, no.
Oh man, I was hoping to put it in my staff. Ew. Is the monkey happy? I can't tell.
Maybe. But yeah.
Oh, cool.
Right.
Oh, by the way, is there a bunch of kobolds out there earlier?
All right. And then what do you do?
Is there a slot around here?
Is there what?
A slot.
In which the
No.
cube might fit.
No, it doesn't appear to be the case.
Should we just go?
I think we've gotten what we can, yeah.
Okay. We just go.
We need to get to those snake people, which is somewhere here.
Are the kobolds still around?
When you come back out and start looking at it, no, it doesn't appear that's the case.
No, I should have used Scorching Ray on them earlier.
Can we climb over this walkway here and
go up the
scoot
walkway.
down the other side
Yeah.
like we tried before?
But like I was saying, this area here looks like it's actually kind of civilized. Like there might be people present.
Well, let's take a look and see.
Like that area there.
Okay.
But that said, it does look like that that long building just on the other side of the wall looks like it might be some sort of like bazaar or kind of like shop or marketplace.
Huh, that's strange.
Ha! Because it's a bazaar.
Thank you.
Hilarious.
Okay.
I know you wanted validation.
So once you get up to the top of the wall, is that where you guys are headed?
I suppose. Yeah,
Let's do it.
Takes you about 5 minutes to get up there. The scouting party that you saw before, Alum doesn't seem to be present. Are you going to head south down the wall, or are you going to cross down and try and get onto the ground there? Another thing you would notice that looks like it might be of interest is that temple on the far side, the flooded temple there.
Well, my first question is there a way across the river to over this way?
No, it's mostly flooded city. Like you could probably swim out across it and like go from building to building. There looks like that could happen pretty much anywhere on the flooded portion there, though. If that were the case, the entrances that you see appear to be the cardinal directions, except for east on the circle wall there. So if you're going to enter into the walled portion of the city here in the center, you're going to need to enter at one of those points.
Should we go try to swim across and get to the eastern side?
It kind of looks like a palace, really.
Or do we want to try at the temple?
I don't care. It doesn't matter.
I suggest we cross either at this point or this point.
Grok, do you have any opinion on this?
None.
Okay, let's go down and try to cross the river at that point over there.
That's fine.
Okay. So you guys are going to go down the wall to, like, say, here-ish, and then kind of descend down, and then move towards the coast?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So if your attempt is to kind of swim from building to building, I just need a quick athletics check from everybody.
Grok, put me on your back.
From everybody but the halfling.
Because I have no strength.
And I also need a representative to roll a D100.
Fuck.
I'll do it. Because I rolled so well last time.
I think Illume, you drown.
God, I can't breathe.
Okay. As you're kind of flailing about, Grok, you notice this strange kind of viney hand kind of reaching out towards you to try and pull you up onto the building. It seems that the others are kind of behind you. They assumed that you would kind of be the leader because you're the strongest of the lot, but you're kind of amazing at swimming, apparently. But this weird leafy hand kind of reaches out to kind of help you out. Do you accept it?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Grog doesn't do water well, apparently.
Yeah, the veteran pygmy kind of pulls you up onto the building, and then they all kind of just dart away from you, leaping into the water and moving away from you as quickly as possible.
Must not have known that Illume burned up some of their friends.
But hey, you saw them. They were threatening.
They seem to have helped you, and then like skittishly kind of just moved away. Okay,
Guilty?
perhaps, and just yep, you guys make it across the way.
Can I talk to the plant people?
They don't stick around long enough for conversation.
Okay.
And you make it to the west gate of the city. Go ahead and roll me representative one more D100.
Guys want me to go again?
Go team,
Yeah,
you're
might as
killing
well.
it.
2.
1 second. Messed up my pick up to so now I have to delete a bunch of crap. That would have been D100. Hey, it's steadily going down.
Okay. So as you're kind of just rooting through the area, kind of moving on, you find a couple of things kind of near this main entrance. You find what appear to be wooden statues kind of sitting on a flat stone block, and there appear to be a total of 9 of them. One of them looks familiar. It kind of looks like the weird puzzle marking that you got, and also the big monkey statue that you saw on that shrine. But it appears that there's a total of 9 of these wooden statues, and you're pretty sure that these art objects might be able to sell back in Port Nyanzaru, or maybe even in the Sword Coast for 25 gold pieces. They're pretty well crafted.
Do I get any sense that there might be some religious significance to them that they should just be left alone?
No, it just looks like they're kind of placed here idly. Like
Silly idols.
I see what. Yeah. I see what I did there. But yeah, it doesn't appear that they are like it's going to be a problem if you take them.
Sarah says they do have a very important religious aspect to them. They are worth money.
Right.
Well, I don't see how this would interfere with nature at all. If you would all like to gain some monetary reward from this endeavor, there
Yes.
should be no problem with taking them for sale later.
Okay.
Okay. And you guys start moving into the passageway, heading into the royal palace of Omu. Yeah.
So this circular structure, the entire inside of it is the royal palace?
Correct.
Okay.
So it's like the Forbidden City.
Kind of, yeah. Thousands of bats swirl above the great ruin. Behind a 15-foot high circular wall, you see crumbling arcades, vine-choked statues, empty plazas, and buildings overgrown with banyan roots. Streets that aren't flooded are choked with rubble. From what you can see from here, it looks like this palace has been abandoned for some long time, and it's probably been looted of all of its treasure. You can see snakes lazily lingering on vines or some kind of slithering about through the rubble. They appear to be mostly harmless snakes from what you can tell, Siorsa. But the bats flying above the ruin are also mostly harmless. You see that there is kind of a central point of what appears to be the main temple, the main like portion of this palace. If anywhere is important here, it's probably that place.
I suggest we head to the center. It is most likely where we might find our desired destination.
I'd want to look through my eagle eyes and see if I notice any of those snake creatures.
Yeah, sure. So you would actually see that there appear to be 3 of these creatures kind of lingering about north of the main palace place.
Do you want to take those out?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Let's do it.
Okay. Are you attempting to sneak up on them?
Yes.
Perfect. What I'll need from you guys is a stealth check then. And you're obviously going to be moving some distance. So let's say it'll take you about 5 minutes. They don't really seem to move beyond, but they kind of hold their position.
About that stealth check, guys.
Better than before.
It's a group stealth check, so if the majority get better than the minority, then you're fine. Okay.
Oh, thank Jesus.
Despite Siorsa's, problems in stonewalking and kind of, getting to a position,
Oh, look, a flower.
we won't really be going to a combat map, so I'm just going to pull everybody's tokens down onto the board. Your position is actually Alam Faye, but use the little ones for selecting for the purposes of initiative.
Mm-hmm.
And roll that initiative. You guys will be catching them off guard, so you do have a surprise round on them, and you'll be attacking them from a high point. You have a position above them.
Cool. That's right. You guys all hit them, and I'll finish them off at the end.
And how closely grouped together are these snake people?
Pretty closely grouped. They're about 15 feet from one another, but they kind of form like a triangle. And they seem to be kind of near a worked tunnel that seems to descend into the earth. There are muddy cart tracks that wind back and forth from the entrance.
How far away are we from them?
I would say you're probably about 30 feet, kind of up on this building, looking down at them.
Do they have, what kind of weapons do they have?
The pointy cat.
Looks like they've got scimitars and longbows on their back.
Okay. So we get a surprise round first.
Yeah, and they have human feet. These are hold on a second. Let's see if I got a hand up for you. I don't think I do. Okay, yes, I do. That's what these guys look like.
Oh, wow. Cool.
Fuck yeah.
Love it. Beautiful. Okay, so if we get a surprise round, I would want to take a shot with my longbow at the one on the left.
Okay, the one closest to you.
Sure.
Okay. That'll hit. Sneak attack.
What?
Ah.
Hold on. What happened there?
That's weird.
Hold on. I thought I had fixed that.
Does it not have the attack thing checked?
It might not have the attack thing checked. I'm so sorry.
Damage thing checked, but yeah.
The damage thing checked. It doesn't need to roll for attack, but it needs to have the damage. It does.
Selected.
I don't.
Yeah.
It is selected, isn't it?
I'm not looking at your stuff. Hold on.
Sugar. I'm gonna stop touching it now.
Oh, I'm not looking at it. Hold on, I'm coming to you.
There we go.
Oh,
That'll do her. So 18 total. Die.
he's not dead. But he's definitely got an arrow sticking out of his shoulder.
Okay. I'll sort of drop back down and take bonus action hide. Can I do that?
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful. Look at that.
All right. As you kind of duck and hide, you notice that Siorsa is kind of standing and kind of looking down at them. You would realize that everybody else is still pretty well hidden, but because Siorsa was kind of just, hiding behind you guys and just staying behind, he is kind of caught off guard. So then you see that as you're kind of ducking away, that these creatures are kind of looking in that direction, your direction, where the arrow came from. They don't seem to see you, but they definitely see Siorsa. Speaking of Siorsa, you're looking at them, they're looking at you.
Does it look like I can get to them within a regular 30-foot movement and attack them with a hammer?
Sure, but you'll be dropping down 15 feet. So you would have to do one of two things. You'd have to make acrobatics check. I would set it at a relatively easy DC, I guess, to hit the ground and kind of roll with it. If you're not trained in acrobatics, you'll still take the damage. You just won't fall prone.
Okay.
And if you make the DC, if you fail it, you'll fall prone. The second thing you could do is climb down, but that would obviously half your movement, so you wouldn't be able to get to them.
Could I try to jump off and use my falling momentum to slam them with my hammer?
They're 30 feet away, so you basically hit the ground and then have to kind of run up to them. So if you fail your acrobatics check, you're going to hit the ground and fall on your face. If you don't fail your acrobatics check, you'll still take the damage, but you'll be able to move in on them.
All right. I'll try and do the acrobatics check.
Okay.
That way, if I succeed, then I can run up and hit them with a hammer. Acrobatics.
Yay!
You hit the ground and kind of soldier roll down, catching most of the gravity on your shoulder instead of on your legs. And as you're kind of rolling, you kind of pick up and move towards them. The one closest to you has an arrow in its shoulder. Then there's one kind of closer to the tunnel, and then there's one just on the opposite side of the tunnel from that. Which one are you charging to? You can reach any one of them.
I'm gonna charge the one that has the arrow sticking out of it, and as I'm running up, I say a prayer up to my leaky and cast Shield of Faith on myself.
Okay.
So I'm slightly harder to hit. And
perfect. Oh, sorry, the damage. Before you won't have to roll concentration or anything because you cast after, but you're taking 2 bludgeoning damage as you fall.
Nice. Yeah, I purposely waited to cast that spell till afterwards.
Smart. That'll hit, and that'll wound for sure.
Nice.
He's pretty well wounded. Definitely seems to be kind of clocked as you hit his snake face, but not
chatted.
Certainly not chatted. All right.
And I try to draw attention to that one so that people know to one more hit might kill him.
All right, you start pointing at him with your hammer. All the snake people are looking at you confused, but you're like, this one. All right, Alan.
Wait a second, Grok should go before me. He's got a 13.
Oh, yeah, I guess it didn't. Okay, Grok, you're up. Zach.
Sorry, something's
Finish
wrong with yeah, alright. I'm gonna go for him with the fucking glaive thing.
Same thing. Are you gonna try and stand behind Seorsa or get in close?
Does it matter? I have 15 feet of reach.
Oh, right. I just you could. Yeah,
I'm not trying to get near him. I just want to hit him.
Okay, to get down to them though, to get on the same level as them, you do need to make an acrobatics check. Are you proficient with acrobatics?
Nah.
Okay, go ahead and make an acrobatics check. You'll still take the damage even if you succeed, which you do not.
Fine.
So you hit the ground and you take this much damage, and you're prone about 20 feet away, or 30 feet away from them. 50,
Great. I
25.
stand up. I have 40 feet of movement, so I move the other 20 that I have. That should put me 10 feet away from them, which means
Yeah.
I can still reach them with the glaive. So.
Are you attacking the same one that's been attacked or a different one?
I'm gonna hit a different one, actually.
The closest one, then, because you only were allowed to move so much, would be the one near the door. So I'll allow that. That's fine.
Great. Did he die?
Not at all.
He's also taking. Sorry, where is it?
Yeah,
God
the surprise damage.
Yeah. 8 from that.
Mm-hmm.
And oh, I'm sorry. I guess I have to bonus action rage now because I forgot to do that before. Fuck me. I hate myself. And then extra attack. God damn it. God damn it.
Okay. Hold on a second. That's basically it, but there's obviously more distance in between. But yeah.
Right.
Okay. So it would go to Ullum.
Okay. So I am going to, first of all, oh, dang it. Give me 1 second. I forgot to write down how much these meta magic things cost. My bad on that. Wondering where I couldn't find that. Okay. So I am going to use 2 sorcery points to cast Quicken Spell.
Okay.
And I am going to use that on Scorching Ray. So this is now a bonus action as opposed to an action.
Okay.
And I'm just aiming it 1 bolt at each of them.
The damage for each bolt is 2d6, right?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead and cast it 2 more times. First one hits. Second one hits. Third one hits.
Okay, so that was my bonus action. And then I am going to, and I spent 2 sorcery points on that, leaving me with how many sorcery points? 3. And then I am going to just spend 1 sorcery point and use Twinning on Firebolt and shoot it at the, well, first of all, do any of them go down?
No. No.
Okay.
The one that has an arrow stuck in it and a hammer blow on its face does look like it's bleeding out of its mouth as fire kind of consumes it.
Actually, you know what? Screw it. I can use a first level spell based on the variant rules, right?
Yep.
Okay, I'm actually going to use Twinning on Chromatic Orb, which will cost a little bit more, but I can shoot at 2 Chromatic Orbs.
So you're using 2 meta magics?
Yep.
Is that legal?
You can use 2. You can't use them on the same spell, but you can.
Well, technically, aren't you using them on the same spell?
No,
Oh, your second spell, you're casting. Gotcha.
Yeah, I quickened Scorching Rays, and I'm Twinning the Chromatic Orb.
I understand. Go ahead.
Okay. So I'm going to go for this one's going to be, just for fun, I'm going to do this one as, I think I can do lightning damage. Yeah, so I'm going to do lightning damage on the one that's almost down, just for fun. Don't know if that hit him or not.
Not at all.
and then I'm going to actually go after the other one that Grok was going after with this one, and this one I'm going to do also as lightning because I don't know if I can. So yeah.
Also bloodied. All right.
Okay, that's my turn.
It'll go to them. Okay. They have their swords drawn. And they're going to attack. The 2 against Siorsa and 1 against Grok. So they each will make 2 attacks against Grok. Bite attack, miss. Scimitar attack, miss. Against Siorsa. Bite attack, miss.
Yep.
And Scimitar attack, miss. Second one, bite attacks, miss. And Scimitar attack, miss.
I'm glad I cast Shield of Faith. I actually dodged one.
A whole bunch of failures. Just swing, 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 swing. And they look rather...
Oh, actually, I know we're not on an actual battle map, but I took Polearm Master, so if any of them stepped into my range during their turns, I get an opportunity attack as a reaction.
So one of them would have.
Okay, so can
Yeah.
I take that attack?
Yeah.
Cool. Fuck.
That will actually have hit.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
You don't have that cheesy Sentinel combo, do you?
Yeah, but I can't do it as a reaction.
Oh, I mean, Sentinel says whenever you hit somebody with...
Oh, no, I don't have Sentinel. No,
Okay.
No, I just have
Okay.
Polearm Master.
Cheesy
Cheesy
Give
but
me another
beautiful
combo.
I don't want to. I hate that stupid crap. Anyway, so he takes some damage and he manages to get in. But anyways, yeah, that's them. That's theirs. One of them does kind of like make a strange like whistle hiss. So you're actually able to hear it a little bit more acutely than the others seem to be able to. Actually, Dave, I know you can as well. It sounds almost like a dog whistle.
I
Okay.
tell my allies that they're calling for reinforcements.
What's an accuracy rating? You are 100% correct. All right.
Brings them on.
Next up is... sorry, Davano.
So I'm going to target the one who has the arrow sticking out of it. I will pop out of cover and fire.
Go for it. That'll hit. Sneak. Still alive.
Bonus action hide.
Siorsa.
All right. The one that is probably on death's door, we are going to do this.
Yeah, that'll work. You mean the one with the arrow in it, or the one that just got polearmed?
The one with the arrow in it that I've mauled once and been shot twice.
All right, you hit him really hard. It does not kill him.
Wow, these things have HP.
They're pretty beefy, yeah.
Man, maybe I should actually cast a spell on them.
All right.
I cast a
And
spell on you.
attacking the same one you've been attacking. Zacharia.
Yep, getting the shootout.
All right.
God, fuck me.
Second attack. That'll hit. He's still alive. All right.
Oh, I'm sorry. Those should also be +2 from rage.
That's rage, right?
Yeah, sorry.
+2 to damage.
+2 to damage. That should have also applied to the reaction.
Swing.
If you didn't add that from before.
It makes it funnier.
Yeah.
Can you guess how many
Yeah,
hit
it
points he has?
I'd rather it be implied this time.
Fair enough. But yeah, you swing with it. and you swing wide, you hit against stone, and it kind of breaks apart, kind of catches you in the eye. You swing about wildly and catch him just a little bit with the second attack. And then as you kind of hit him, you kind of swing back and try to smash him with the butt of it. And he descends back down in like a serpentine pattern, kind of like bobbing and ducking like a snake would, as you keep hitting the rock behind him and getting dirt in your eye. All right. Alum?
Okay, I would like to actually jump down behind and see if I can get behind. Well, yeah, they're 20, or they're like 30 feet in front of me, the two guys, right?
About 25 feet, yeah.
So yeah, I would like to try to jump down onto the ground and run over to them. No, I'm not trained in acrobatics.
Roll it. Welcome to the floor. And you'll take, because you are small, you are falling at a technically larger distance. Take 5.
That's fine. Okay, so my plan's not going to work. I am going to get up.
Yep, you are about 20 feet away from the backs of your friends, about 25 feet away from the enemy.
Right. And I can move like, what, 15-ish feet, 10 feet?
Getting up would actually take 15 feet of your movement. So,
right.
And moving off the thing took 5 feet of your movement. So you have 5 feet of movement left if you're a halfling.
This is why I need to just stay on the backpack. Okay, then.
He looks longingly at the backpack.
Backpack. Oh.
I miss my Yoda cradle.
Okay, in that case, I'm just going to send another chromatic orb at whichever one looks weakest right now.
Sure.
And screw it, I'm going to go for cold damage this time.
Yeah, that'll do it. And you said the one, which one?
Whichever one looks weakest right now.
Oh yeah, that's a huge waste of a spell right there is what that was. Yeah, you blast him to icy bits. It's like it's like Boris at the end of Goldeneye. All right, anything else?
Not right now.
All right. The two will kind of slightly fluctuate to the right a bit. One of them will attack Grok now instead of both of them going against Yorsa. So versus Grok, that'll probably do it. Take 16 points of damage. And then it'll swing with its scimitar. So a total of 20, actually. Against Yorsa. Miss.
Shield of faith. Aliki protects me.
Fair. All right. So then.
It's a lot of ones.
Did you take your 20 damage? Actually, it would be the 6 would be half, so 3, 13, 14, 15 total damage there, Zach.
Thank you. That's what I was waiting for, was for you to have it for me.
Fair enough.
Thanks, buddy.
No problem. Devana?
So whatever one of the two looks the most damaged, I will pop out of cover.
Yeah. Not that one, the other one. Yeah. That'll hit. No need for sneak attack damage. Your arrow finds a spot in its neck and drops him.
Beautiful.
Make a perception check.
Cover. Okay, sure. And then I'm going to pop back into cover.
Sure.
Okay, I don't see anything. When I'm looking at the
advantage.
Yeah, I did need it. Oh, I do have advantage.
Right. So
whatever.
what I'm saying is you see the thing that I'm saying.
Okay.
You would notice that there appear to be packs of 3 of these Yuan-Ti creatures kind of moving throughout the streets of this royal palace. They're pretty far off, and some of them are kind of behind buildings and appear to be going in different directions, but they appear to be kind of migrating towards the center of the palace. So you're pretty sure that you need to do your work quickly and be on with it.
Yeah, I would yell that to whoever's nearby.
Make an intelligence check.
Sure.
That's not intelligence.
That's stealth.
That was for my hiding.
That's stealth intelligence.
Actually, we'll go ahead with the stealth intelligence. That's actually a really good terminology. I like it a lot. I'm going to go with it. And in fact, I like it so much. You can go ahead and have inspiration, Matt. But you're smart enough.
Thank God.
You're smart enough stealth-wise to know yelling down to the groove in this area would probably be the worst plan ever, and you need to communicate in a different manner.
Okay, great.
If you want to have them know exactly where you're at, because it doesn't look like they know exactly where you're at, you may want to keep it down.
Good, I will do that.
All right. Siorsa.
I will wail on the last one.
Okay.
And I'll sort of circle it a little bit so that it allows Grok to maybe have a more open shot against him.
Sure.
Woo!
And I smash it with a hammer.
Oh, it hurts him. He's not dead. I think it's the first time you guys have hit this one.
Great.
All right. Next up is Grok.
Fuck yeah, it is. Think we all know what's gonna happen. Did I
Glaive.
kill it?
Glaive.
Did we chat the last one?
Nah, you hit him a lot though, and he seems to be reeling and bleeding, like out of a lot of cuts and wounds in its face. It was definitely a solid flurry of blows. Okay. Alu.
Shit.
That'll miss. All right, it's gonna try and escape, but because of the just bludgeoning bruising, it's kind of disoriented and it just darts. It's taking the dash action, and it seems to be bolting for the door. If you're adjacent to it, go ahead and make an opportunity attack. That'll hit. Go ahead with the blade.
Doesn't our Grok friend get one too? Because it's in his reach.
It doesn't matter. For opportunity attacks, it has to be 5 feet. Like Polar Master.
Interesting.
I think Polar Master might work though.
Yeah, Polar Master does.
Yeah, go ahead. That's gonna miss though.
I know.
He makes it into the tunnel. It starts kind of darting into it. Devana, go ahead and make a perception check.
Okay. Okay.
You're pretty sure you can see him. He's got cover, but because you're able to kind of eagle eye him, you can see you can basically see just enough of him to get a shot in if you want to take that last ditch shot.
Hell yeah.
Okay. And you fire the arrow, and everybody kind of sees it just kind of like fly into the hole and hit the wall, kind of ricochet off the wall. And you, with your trained elvish ears, hear as you're kind of like, you actually see on your screen like a white crosshair kind of pop up as you hit the target, and then it tells you you killed him.
Nice.
You know you got him. Okay.
All right.
So gonna go ahead and drop out of initiative order, and we're just gonna go from left to right real quick before we close it off for the evening. Devana, what are you doing immediately after the encounter?
I'm going to tell the others quietly and quickly that reinforcements are coming, and maybe we ought to figure out a plan.
Okay, and roll me a stealth check just for the lulz.
Lol.
Stealth intelligence.
Lol. Oof.
Okay. You say let's go. All right, Siorsa.
Oh, wait. Sorry. Real quick. I thought I remember earlier was something about Andy's subclass or something gives them advantage on stealth. Or no, that was perception because of the goggles. Right. I just look hammer in hand, ready to go wherever we go. I'm ready to run and smash things.
Okay. And a little popping into a bag and getting ready to dart.
As we're walking away, I would like to set the bodies on fire.
Okay.
Even though, okay, that's fine.
I'll say because of the humidity, you're able to kind of start a small smoldering flame, but it doesn't like burst them into flames immediately. I'll let you cast like some higher level spells.
I'm not going to waste a higher level spell on them.
Yeah, just the special ability. Okay. And Grok, pick up the flaming halfling and go. Okay. You guys are going into the tunnel?
Seems to be the plan.
Yeah.
All right, let's go.
Okay. And for that, we'll go ahead and close the session. You guys will be, let's see, I need you to be 6th level by the start of next session. Please and thank you. And we will begin the final chapter for this group in the Fane of the something. I don't remember what it's called. Wow, where's DM? Go ahead and fire this guy. Eh? Fane of the Night Serpent.
Awesome.
Good times. All right, killing the stream.
So what?